Right, now tip number 5 for your reading comprehensions. Now this is a belter, really handy, useful tip. Please dig out, find, purchase, whatever it takes, find a highlighter, all right? And using a highlighter, whilst you're preparing, that is before you start answering the questions, you will find that it's a really handy bit of kit, okay? So first thing to do is, once you've read through the questions, highlight some of the key words that you feel are really important, that are question words, as well as being the questions that are being asked of you. So the important words within that question that you need to identify for finding the answers in the passage, okay? Then you can go over to the passage and try and highlight some of those words as well. It's really a case of it's over to you, but it's don't just highlight needlessly. Highlight words that you feel are going to be important to answering the questions, which is why you look at the questions first, okay? And then the big one really, and this is so that you don't make some really foolish mistakes, all right? Frequently, questions ask you to comment on certain things from certain parts of the passage. It'll say between lines 7 and 12, what do you think? Or between line 21 and 24. And it's amazing, it is amazing how often boys and girls will use information from outside of those lines, because the sentence doesn't necessarily stop there, it goes on to the next line, so you think it's okay to use information from a different line. Incorrect, it is not. It asks you specifically to concentrate on those lines. So you must do that. So a highlighter is brilliant for just putting a bracket in the margin or highlighting those whole lines if you'd like to. That takes a bit more time. We're really trying to make sure that we are economic with time. So just on the side, perhaps highlight that or box it in. You know, that's not a bad idea as well. But it's really good for making sure you're not tempted to take something from the line before or the line below. All right. So key words in the questions, some of the key words that come from those questions that are in the passage, absolutely up to you. But I think it is really useful to use those. But I'm sure you'll find some other ways of finding them helpful as well. But also for spotting those lines that is being asked for of you in the question. All right, and that you can bracket them off and make sure you don't try and find some of the answer elsewhere, okay? Tip number 5, use a highlighter.